Hi, it's Paris from Epic Review Guys, and today's product to review is the Windshield Wonder as seen on TV. I actually picked this up over at Fry's. I saw it was on sale for about 10 bucks. If you don't have a store nearby that sells as seen on TV stuff, I'll put a link down below in the description where you can find it online. I'll try to find a good price on it. The reason I've got this, and it is going to fill a need, because I've got a minivan that has one of those real long dashboards, and the windshield comes down and goes way over there, and it's so hard to reach to clean the inside of the windshield, and that's exactly what this is for, to get all those hard to get spots and to evenly clean the windshield. And something that really bothers me in my windshield is when I'm there with the Windex wipe on the passenger side, half upside down, trying to get all of the windshield, and I miss a spot, and there's like a smear across it, which I don't notice till the next day when the sun's coming in at the right angle, and then it irritates me until I go and clean it. So this is supposed to clean everything thoroughly and also to make it nice and easy to reach those far to get spots. So I'm going to open this up, see what's included in it, take it out to the minivan and give it a try. Okay, I found my microfiber pad. The first part of the arm. It's nice and wide, and hopefully it's very even. Trying it will tell, because it's got to be able to get that stuff off the windshield in just one or two swipes, not leaving any of those streaks, or I will not be pleased. This is the other side of the handle. I guess you can put it either way, depending. Or you can put it the right way, the way they intended you to have it. So it's like this. Well, that makes sense. So you can get a finger or two up here, slide it down the window. Oh, it looks like it might work. So what did they give us for a sprayer? Extra cleaning pad. I imagine you have to wash these. I assume you just throw them in your regular clothes, but I'm not sure. They want to sell you more pads. So do you really wash these, or do they work that well after they've been washed, or you just have to buy more pads? This isn't a problem all the time. 3-4 times a year, I'd say. It gets noticeably bad on the windshield. The reason for that, in large part, is actually that the plastics of the dashboard, even years after you buy the car, they continue to outgas. The chemicals in them comes out. So you'll notice when the car is brand new, you tend to get that film buildup inside the windshield really fast. And as the car gets older, it seems to take longer before that develops. Well, just a clear bottle. And this, I guess you're supposed to fill up with regular water, and then you spritz it onto either the pad or the windshield. I'll have to see. And that's what it consists of. For 4 pads, it costs 10 bucks, which is what this cost originally. So I'm hoping these will work okay with just washing, but let's go get them dirty and see. Alright, so out here in my Honda 2012 Odyssey with a deep windshield. I'll show you that in a second. And I've got this all ready to go. I got my little spray bottle filled up with regular water. It says to spray it onto this, not onto the window, so I'm going to do that. Slightly moist. And it's time to try it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do half the windshield with this, and the other half, my old standby, the Windex wipes. So I'll do them both, and maybe twice over. Two swipes with each on each side of the windshield, and then I will put the car in the sun so we can see what it looks like. Now this is supposed to be able to clean off whatever's on the inside of your windshield with only the water, so we're going to find out if that's the case. Alright, I've definitely got it damp now. Let's try this again. Maybe if we angle it this way, that seems to work a little better. Now I can't get quite in the corner there. I think those smears I'm looking at are on the outside. And all the way down here to the bottom. Yeah, it does get all the way there, I'll admit that. Oh, it's still a bit of a strain on the arm, but a lot better than being twisted around and trying to do it practically upside down with your arm in the wrong position with the Windex wipe. Yeah, this is good for getting all the way down here to the front, I have to admit that. Look at that stuff coming out of there. I've never been in there before, I think. Clean that. Alright, I think I'm going to call that half. Now do the Windex wipes on the other side, pull in the sun and see what it looks like. Alright, got the Windex wipes here in hand. Going to try this half of the windshield with them. Let's see how we do with the corners here. Now you can
get your fingers right up there to run right along the edge, and along the edge on the side. Now this is where it gets to be a problem, because it can only go in as much as my fingers are fat, so I feel like I'm not getting all the way down to the bottom of the windshield. And of course, doing it by hand, you tend to miss a lot of spots that you only discover later, and oh, it's irritating. I'll confess, I do bring the windshield wipes along on trips when we're going overnight trips, because my wife will take turns driving, and she will have the audacity to move the rear view mirror with her hand on the glass. So there's actually like a corner of a fingerprint or something in the corner. And yes, it drives me crazy. All right. Oh, this is where the gymnastics would have paid off if only I'd done any. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting down there at the bottom like I do with that windshield wonder thing. So I'll give it credit for that. All right. Now here's what I use to clean, and I don't think you're gonna, I don't see any noticeable dirt on either. Again, it's that outgassed chemicals from the plastic of the dashboard, really. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of yellow. Of course, if you smoke, you get all kinds of stuff there. But yeah, I can't see that either picked up any visible dirt. All right, time to compare the halves of the windshield here. I've got it in the sun, so it tends to accent those smear marks that are so annoying. Now there's one there. I think that one I may have actually done with the Windex when I kind of overreached the middle. Because, ooh, look at that Windex side. That is awful. That is exactly the kind of smeariness that I hate and drives me crazy. And when I come over here, let me get the keys out here and give it the exact same angle. Yeah, this is so much better. This windshield wonder really did a wonderful job. I'm gonna have to admit it, and I'm really surprised that it did it with only water. Well, this did an amazingly better job than I was expecting. I didn't really have high hopes for it, but it did the job. It actually cleaned the inside of the windshield and did not leave any significant streaks. So I really am impressed with this. Give it a definite thumbs up. I'm actually gonna go out now and clean that other half of the windshield with this. And I actually noticed on the back window when I was looking in the rearview mirror a few little smears there, so I'm going to go out and get those too. And so for the first time since I bought the car and it was brand new, it's going to have no smears on the inside windows, and that will be very nice. So if they don't sell this anywhere in your neighborhood, you don't have an as seen on TV section in your local drugstore or something, I'll put a link down below in the description box right below this video, and you can go there to see what the going rate for it is online, or to see if other people, their reviews, see if they liked it as much as I did. But I really liked it.